So let's start, guys. Let's first make a geometry, and for example let's make a planar patch, and just let's make it like this, and maybe make it 2.5 center like this. And in the other side let's make a test big head. Let's see it like this, and of course let's minimize it, maybe like this. And okay, maybe I will make it 1.2 and make it up a little bit, 1.25, yeah, something like this. Okay, let's increase this number more. Let's make it, for example, 0.5, and let's add a Vellum constraint, as you can see here. Let's attach the first one with the first handle, the last one with the last handle, and also let's make a Vellum solver. And let's see what we got here so far. So I will just simply add a ground position, and let's see what we have here so far. Yeah, so basically what we just added is, let's see the constraint that we added here. Okay, as we can see here, we added a distant or a stretch constraint. As we can see, is distant along edge, same as, I will tell you later, same as what. But first, this is what we had. We have just a distant along edge constraint. Okay, so let's see if we added another one, Vellum constraint. Let's add it here, and this time let's add bent across triangle. Okay, so let's see what the result that we have here now. As we can see now, we have both. We have a bent distant or bent constraint, and also a distant constraint. Those same as if I add Vellum constraint, Vellum configure class. If I add those here, simply add a Vellum solver, it will give me if those have the same attribute that the other had, so it will give us the same result. Let's check again. Yeah, it gives us the same result, except just the ground. Yeah, and maybe we add a transform like this and like this, and those two, let's add just one. Yeah, and let's add a merge, and let's add those two here, and let's see what we have so far. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so as we can see, they are typically the same. So distant along edge and bent cross triangle and cloth, the three of are the same. Those two give us a close constraint type. Okay, so let's put this first as a cloth. So this is the first type of constraint. Let's see the second type. Of course, those two give us a constraint that we have here. If we check this just like that. These are the same as this. Both are the same, right? Okay, just to make things clear. Okay, let's add another example. Let's add, for example, paint draw, or I think I will add draw curve. Let's stand on it like this. Let's make it the X like that. Like this, okay. And let's space 2, let's add some line. As we can see here, we have some line like this. Okay, let's make this line up. Think we can make it up from this. Okay, we can make it up from here, and let's make it like this. Let's add a torus. Uniform scale, let's make it a little. Yeah, maybe something like this. No, make it as it is. Okay, let's add a Vellum constraint again. Now let's add this here, this there, and also let's add a Vellum solver. And let's add a ground, and let's see what we have here so far. So basically we have a line, as we can see. It will work along edge. Okay, as we can see here, but it's a little weird. Maybe it need to resample. Let me resample it first. Yeah. I think it's not here. I think this one 0.05. Yeah, this one I'll make it same as before, and also I will choose subdivide curve, so it will give me this one. So let's see again what we have. Same thing. So let's change this to here first and hit play. Now it become much better at the hair. Okay, yeah, so basically here can make any line at the hair. And also if we check the spreadsheet, or maybe, yeah, let's check the spreadsheet. Let's see the constraint. Okay, let's see the volume geometry. It has stroke pressure, it has stroke angle, and also p scale. It has lots of attribute. Okay, but basically this is the hair, here doesn't twist on its center. Okay, its axis doesn't twist in its axis. Okay, so let's see another example here, but this time let's choose string. Okay, and hit play. Almost the same result, almost the same result like the hair, but string can twist on its axis, and also it's faster in the caching and in the simulation. It's much faster. As we can see here, it's faster than the hair. Okay, so I think those both two for the line. So let's add this one here also. Let's name it line. So let's add a torus like this. Let's make it maybe X like that. Okay, I'll leave it as it is for now. And next, let's add a Vellum configure cloth, and then Vellum solver. Okay. Of course, if we hit play, it will fall down. We don't want that. We want to attach it here. So if we go there, if we go to pin to animation, attach those and hit enter. Now it will not going to fall. As we can see, it's attached from those points. So basically, any change that we will do in the pin to animation here, like soft, for example, if I want to make this soft, I want to see it as well. Pin to target. Okay, let's go back here. Let's make the stretch maybe for 1. Let's see what we have here. Yeah, so as we can see now, the effect will the change will affect both the object and the constraint, the pin constraint. I don't want that. I want only to affect the pin to target. So I will go back here and I will simply delete all this. I don't want none of that. Next, let's add another one, which is Vellum constraint, which will be the pin to target. Okay, now we can control pin to target by its own without affect the object. I want to make it soft, and okay, match animation. I don't have a match animation now, but we'll have very soon. Next, let's add the pin to those points. Let's add them. If I leave it as it is for now, it will attach all. It will attach all the point that we have here. As we can see now, it attach all of it. If I disable this, as we can see, it disappear. I don't want that. I just want to attach those in the top. So let's choose points. Let's attach them and hit enter. Okay, let's hit play. Yeah, we want to make this back again to what it was before. And also, yeah, so I want to give the pin to target those constraint more stretch. So let's see what we have here. As we can see, yeah, here is a stretch. We can control it now by its own. So first of all, this is pin to target, the useful of pin to target. Let's see another example which is really nice. I like it a lot for the pin to target as well. Let's make a sphere. Okay, this sphere, yeah, let's make primitives first. Let's make a polygon. Let's make this one 10. No, sorry. Let's make polygon. Let's make this 10. Let's add a mountain. Next, let's see what we have here so far. Yeah, I want to animate. Yeah, as we can see, it animate, but also I want to make the amplitude a little more. Yeah, something like this. Let's add next maybe a subdivide, and let's choose open subdivide loop. Okay, and next let's add the Vellum configure cloth and Vellum solver. For now, let's make the forces 0. I don't want any gravity. So if we hit play to see what's happening, nothing happening. Let's hit pin match animation, but here we don't have any point, so I'm not going still to have anything. So this one not going to work. So now let's add a Vellum constraint again, and same as add a pin to target. This time we will add soft. Okay, and of course we need to add match to animation, and let's see what we have here so far. Yeah, so as we can see here, if we check this one with before and after, we almost have the same shape. Okay, we almost have this have the same shape that we have. So if we control the with the stretch stiffness, if we make it more than 1, like 2 for example, let's make this 1, it will take in between, it will take from the original and from the close effect that we have here, right? As we can see here, if we go back just a little, yeah, so we have much more close effect, and if we make it even -1, we'll have even more class effect, as we can see here, right? Even we can see the visualization into target if we want to see what's happening with it. Okay, of course it has because we choose pin to animation, so it moves as well, but it stretch as well. It's like a spring, right? Stretching all the time. So this is also one of great use of let's add a pop force here. Let's add hit 2 here, 1 here, 1.5. let's see what we have here. Yeah, it adds a little effect, but basically if we want to mix between the effect that we have and the original animation, we use as well pin to target. Not just that, we can also choose half of it to be, for example, if let's see what we can do here. If we can do scale to attribute, and now we will take this one. So let's add attribute paint here. Let's make sure that we are sent on this one, and again I will just this one was paint tutorial, sorry. Yep, I will make it for the highest number, and then come back. Let's put this one here, and also let's yeah, I will only just make this one like this. So we have this side is colored, but the other side is not colored. This has full stretch, full stiffness, and the other has 0. So let's see what we have here. If we go again and hit play, yeah, so I think something is wrong. Stiffness, this is 0, this is 1. Okay, yeah, so basically half of it is the same. As we can see, this side doesn't change at all, but this side only change. So if we want to control, to has more control, which side will be, or the which side or will have the cloth effect, okay, we can add it by as we can see here, we can add it by the stretch effect. Okay, so this is really very cool, very cool effect. Let's add another example. Let's add a torus, stand on it. I will make it X like this, and maybe uniform scale 0.5. Let's add another planar patch here. Make this one like that, and let's make that a little like this. Then let's add a Vellum cloth, configure cloth. Then another Vellum constraint, and lastly Vellum solver. Let's add this one here. So basically we have this as a collider, we have this as a cloth, and this is distant along edge. It will give us the same again distant constraint, but I want to change it to attach to a geometry. So as we can see, immediately it make an attach, as we can see here, from the sphere, from the torus to the planar. If we stand here, let's play. As we can see here, now we can control it. Of course, we have a stretch. We can, maybe we can make it 1, so it will stretch more. Okay, if that's what we want. If we only want specific point, we can do this as well. Let's make this back again like this, and from the geometry we will choose which part we want to only affect. So I will make only this part, of course. Yeah, it will be this part, and hit enter. Yeah, so immediately, as we can see, only we affect this part, right? And also we can make it a little stretchy, as we can see. So basically, attach to geometry, we attach our main geometry to another geometry. We cannot attach it must be another geometry.